I'm Mike Marker, and this is my son Nathan. We are ranchers in south central Kansas by a town called Dexter in the southern tip of the Flint Hills. We have a spring calving cow herd and have a cow-calf operation, and then Nathan will be talking about goats here in a little bit and how he's brought them along and introduced them into our operation. Our operation is on the cow side, a rotational grazing operation. All our cows are in grazing systems, and what kind of started that has to do with stewardship, and that's really what we try to focus on, is being stewards. And the word steward or stewardship means to care for something of value that is not your own. We are blessed with landlords that allow that, and so that's important there. And also, anytime we talk about stewardship or we get to do one of these interviews, we have to start where stewardship actually begins, and it's not with a cow or an acre or a piece of equipment. It is stewarding what belongs to the Lord, and we begin with the person and work of Jesus Christ. I know for a long time I didn't understand that, and we did a lot of things based on ego and on money and on what we would call profitability, but it really wasn't very profitable when you really look at it. This style of life sounds so appealing and everybody wants it, but it's a costly style of life these days. Depression, clinical depression, is very high in agriculture right now. Suicide is higher in agriculture than in any other occupation right now. And so this style of life has some high rent to pay. And what we encourage folks to do is, first and foremost, you need to have a relationship that can bear the weight of your trust, because we've seen the last few months livestock won't bear that weight when something like this COVID thing happens. And so we encourage folks to get their primary and only real need taken care of, which is a relationship with Christ, and then out of that begin to steward and to take care of the things which He entrusts to them. And so what we've done is the Lord has allowed us to get some efficiencies. Used to be really busy all the time, and busyness really isn't as healthy as it looks. It looks very productive, but it's not always very productive. We like to be about what we call business, and again, that primary business is to have opportunity to share the redemptive work of Christ with people that don't know Him. And so we begin with that, and then we step out into stewardship, and that's really what's allowed us to take some of the steps we've taken, whether it be with the cow herd and the way we go about that in intentional rotation, not intensive but intentional, or whether it's introducing the goats, and where we make sure we have time for our families and have time on Sunday to do what matters, which is to be with folk of like faith before the Lord. And then out of that, we take these other steps. So I want to just begin with encouraging all of you that might see this. If you stop breathing, you have one need, and it's not a cow, it's not a piece of equipment, it's not an acre. It is a Savior that is Lord, and a Lord that can save you, and His name is Jesus Christ. So we begin there, and then we step to these other things that we'll visit about.